Today I've got a super simple but incredibly flavorful crunchy kale quinoa salad you can serve as side dish for lunch or dinner. Green healthy cooking readers seem to be huge fans of kale and quinoa, and I figured it's about time we combine the two incredible ingredients and put them in one recipe, this kale quinoa salad. So let me show you how to make it. You're gonna want to get a small pot with a very tight fitting lid without any holes on top. Then add half a cup of quinoa, half a cup and maybe a tablespoon or two of water, and a pinch of salt, and then get this all to a boil. Once it's boiling, immediately reduce the heat to medium-low and cover it, and then set a timer for 10 minutes. Now, it's very important to mention here, after the timer, do not remove the lid. There's tons and tons of steam in there, and the quinoa still needs to cook. So after 10 minutes, just turn off the heat, but leave the quinoa on the stovetop. Cover it, do not uncover, and let it sit there for at least another 10 minutes because the steam will finish cooking the quinoa. In the meantime, we're going to prepare the kale. We need 3 large leaves. They should already be washed, and make sure that you dry them well with a kitchen towel. The more water is left on the leaf, the more you will water down your dressing later. So make sure it's fairly dry. Now remove the hard stems and then rip the leaves into bite-sized pieces and add them to a large salad bowl. Now, once you finish that, set it aside and it's time to prepare the dressing. For that, you're going to add the juice of half a lemon, 1 tablespoon Dijon mustard, half a tablespoon honey, 1 garlic clove finely grated or crushed, sea salt and pepper to taste, and lastly, a 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil. Now whisk all the ingredients together until the dressing emulsifies and reaches a creamy texture. Pour about half of the dressing over the kale leaves and now massage the dressing into each leaf. This step is very important. It breaks down the leaves and makes them much softer, and it ensures every leaf has dressing on it. Kale has a lot of nooks and crannies, and if you don't massage the dressing into each piece, then you will have a couple of leaves that will be very, very dry and hard to chew. Now set the seasoned kale aside and get a small chopping board to dice 2 tomatoes. Then add them to the kale and chop a 1/4 red onion into small dice. Then add those to the kale as well. Then either grate or julienne 2 to 3 carrots depending on their size, right into the kale, into the salad bowl. And by now your quinoa is probably finished cooking. Spread it out on a plate so it can cool down a little before adding it to the salad bowl. If you add super hot quinoa onto your kale, the kale will wilt. I prefer to keep my kale crunchy, but I mean, whatever you prefer. If you want it to wilt a little bit, then obviously add the quinoa very, very steaming hot. Now pour the remaining dressing over everything and give the kale quinoa salad a good toss until everything is well mixed and it's already time to dive in. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you're gonna give this recipe a try. If you do, please don't forget to snap a picture and show me. I love seeing when you make any of my recipes, and I'll see you with my next video. Bye.